changing the nail game and winning at it. Gel polish used to mean damage, acetone.
Good morning, everyone, and wherever you are and whenever you're watching, it's still morning when we begin our sit. That sense of new beginnings, of beginner's mind, of allowing the day to begin wherever you are, allowing your life to begin wherever you are. So today I pulled for us one of my favorite cards, the Strength card. And the message here is become the strong and loving beast. This is really a card about taking heart. And in the traditional version of the tarot, you see a woman gently leaning down and opening the jaws of a lion. So it's that sense of strong and loving presence. Excuse me. There's a slogan that says, say what you mean, but don't say it mean. So it's really about standing up and being strong and being ferocious and being brave and yet being loving through all of it and kind, because the kindness is a superpower and it actually allows for change in a way that force just does not. And yet kindness can be a very strong position. And I think for myself, I never feel better than when I am feeling courageously generous and kindly strong and lovingly brave. It's that combination of compassion and open-heartedness with strength and with power, but with loving power. So, for this feeling and meditation today, the two tools I want to use, one is mudra, that strong, open hearted lotus mudra. Or if this is hard for you to do, that strong Anjali mudra where you're pressing your thumbs into your heart center. So those two are really about loving strength, heart centered strength. And the breath that I want to use today is Ujjayi breath. So that is a yogic pranayama practice. So the way to do Ujjayi is to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth, making that lion breath. In yoga, that's a lion breath. So we continue with the theme of the gentle beast, of the loving lion. And yet in Ujjayi breathing, we close the lips around the sound. So instead of it becomes, and we can hear it. It kind of sounds like the ocean. And we gently drag the breath across the throat. With the closed lips, we can hear the sound. And what's great about this breath is it engages three senses at once. One is smell as you're breathing in, the other is touch as you feel the breath expand the body. And on the exhale, you feel the breath gently dragging across the throat. And you also hear the breath because it makes that sound in your ears, and you can really engage in those three senses, and then using the mudra to embellish that. And again, this is the tool to use to call the mind back to the breath when the mind wanders away into the past or the future. And with that, we begin. And the sound of the bell invites us to close the eyes and remove that often dominant sense of sight so we can tune into our other senses: taste, smell, hearing. And let's just wander through these senses and include touch. So as we investigate and scan the body for whatever sensations are happening for us, in us this morning, we also can listen for the furthest away sound and the closest sound. So we're really wandering and wondering through smell, taste, hearing, and touch this morning. Let's just take a couple of minutes to wander and wonder through the senses. Just being aware of every sensation that's happening in us, around us. And you can use the process of awareness, acceptance, release. So when you find something that you taste, smell, hear, or feel inside your body, you can name it, be aware of it, dry mouth, tense right shoulder, whatever it is, and accept it. Okay, tense right shoulder. That's okay for now. And then you release it on the out breath. So as you notice these sensations, the process is awareness, acceptance, release. Just letting it go, not getting rid of it, just letting go till the next breath in. Now we connect with our seat, feeling the parts of our body that are connecting to the Great Mother, our Earth, as we sit in her loving gravitational hug. And sensing where the tailbone is, let's grow the spine up from that seed, low back, mid back, upper back, neck, growing the spine like the mighty trunk of a tree. From base of spine at the tailbone to base of skull, where the seventh cervical vertebrae of the neck connects to the skull. Shoulders are rolled up and away so that they fall down the back. The jaw is released, the chin is released back towards the neck. The muscles behind the eyes are released, the fingers are released as your palms rest, either palm up or palm down. And we may want to practice those mudras, the lotus mudra and the Anjali mudra, as we lengthen that spine. And just practice these mudras with your hands, feeling the grace of those poses. And then dropping the hands down to the sides for now. We're going to soften the front body, really work to soften it. I know that's a paradox, to work to soften. Maybe take out the work and just soften. Belly button to low back, ribs melt into mid back, heart rests between the shoulders, and the neck is long. The face and the whole front of the body are completely released as we turn our attention to breath. Let's cycle in a few deeper breaths, breathing in through the nose and sighing breath out through the mouth. And then close your lips around the mouth, around the sigh of breath, feeling and hearing that breath as it drags across the throat gently, and we can hear that ocean sound in our ears, that Ujjayi breath. Engaging all four senses of taste and smell and hearing and touch as the breath moves the muscles inside the body. And now if you want to include mudra, again, the lotus mudra or the Anjali mudra, or if you want to keep your hands rested, it's completely up to you as we focus on this feeling of loving strength, of this loving inner lion, this gentle power. Calling the mind back whenever she wanders, just one breath at a time. As we approach the midpoint of our sit, if you'd like to let go of the mudras and the Ujjayi breath, you can, or you can keep going. But for now, just focus on cycling some deeper breaths in for that sensation of touch, feeling the breath expanding the body, giving you a massage from the inside, and then releasing the breath. Feeling that small pause between breaths before the breath easily, naturally replaces itself, pushing out on the muscles and bones, and then releasing them with exhale. Staying very connected to that sense of loving strength. We can even feel the breath loving us and strengthening us as we breathe in, and the loving release of whatever we don't need on the out breath. And that tiny small pause, and then the refilling of our torso with strong, powerful, gentle breath. To be compassionate, gentle, loving, and open-hearted, and at the same time have boundaries and be strong and rooted and grounded and fiercely committed to your path, to connecting with yourself, with divine source, with others. We must stay strong to withstand the winds, firmly planted on the earth. We must also stay flexible and mobile and porous and loving. Both can exist at the same time, just like a tree is flexible enough to blow in the wind and flutter leaves and lose leaves and grow leaves. And it's strong and rooted deeply into the earth. So feeling that balance, and in the second part of the sit, you can use any tool that you want to call the mind back to the breath. Just focusing on that strong and loving energy as breath flows in and releases out. And we connect to our strong and loving selves, our strong and loving divine source, alone together, one breath at a time. In the last few minutes of our sit, you can cycle breath more deeply, releasing the muscles and bones even more, taking this rest in your strong hearted, loving power, that gentle lion inside you, all the strength that will carry you through the day, and all the loving kindness that will be the engine for that strength. Just allowing the breath to massage this inner part of you, staying connected to your senses. Before we include sight, just stay connected to all the others. And then as we include sight, in just a moment, allow it to join the other senses without overpowering them. And the bell invites us to open the eyes, to flutter the eyelids, to let in the light of the day, the light of your candles, the light of your electricity. Just allow the light to come in while keeping all the other senses awake, and have a strong and loving and beautiful day. And God willing, Goddess willing, I will see you here tomorrow.